What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of PSR. It is an absolute joy to have you with us because today we're doing something a little different. We are going to be testing the effectiveness of the Fleshlight as an accessory for your gun. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, you know what I got to do? I got to thank KAK Industry for being the channel sponsor for PSR. KAK, in addition to supporting this channel, also love supporting DIYers, and they've been making parts right here in the USA for over 11 years, supporting American-made manufacturing. If you wanted 10% off your order, theoretically, I would never ever use the code PSR for 10% off your entire order at KAK Industry. Thank you, KAK, again, for sponsoring this channel. So, as some of you may know, about a year ago, YouTube was just about this close to removing my channel entirely and deleting all of my work, and so I had to preventatively remove a lot of videos, unfortunately, that I thought might get removed, even if they weren't in violation, which none of the videos I've ever posted have been in violation of their policy. But enough about that. So all of my episode sponsors up and left because they thought, well, if he's going to be deleting episodes, we don't want to sponsor him. That is until today. Today's episode sponsor is Adam and Eve. And it really applies to this video because, you know what, without Adam and Eve, I don't think I'd be doing this test. If you use the code PSR, you can get 50% off one item plus free shipping to the US and Canada at adamandeve.com. And rush processing. Some exclusions apply, but for example, you could get 50% off this giant ballistic horse cock. And you know what, we're gonna have fun with this thing because I've never had ballistic gel on the channel and I can't afford to go out and get those like body cavity guys, the ones that, you know, Grantham uses. So this is going to actually have to suffice. We're gonna try to go 5.56. We're gonna try to get through the entire horse cock and see just ballistically how that works. And if you've made it this far in the video, you might as well just watch the rest of it because we're gonna be doing some funky stuff with this Fleshlight. And no, not what it's intended to be used for. We're actually gonna be using it as both a sort of a thing that goes up maybe on your shoulder, and we're going to be using it as a suppressor, even though it's probably not going to work. But it does have some ribbed baffles, so to speak, that maybe I think we should just see if it's actually going to change the sound signature. I highly doubt it, but you know what? We're going to see because it's for science, right? Ballistic horsecock and Fleshlight. We're going to put them to the test. What do you say we do it? All right. All right, so before we get started, I gotta thank Moonlight Industries for making a custom, look at this, a custom pink and multicam black rig. You know, multicam black is perfect because people who wear multicam black seriously are their own special breed that maybe fit into this video quite well. But we've got an actual dildo holder right here. And you can see the veins, you know, protruding through the multicam black stretch panel here. Very high quality, everything made right here in the USA from Moonlight Industries. I would never use the code PSR for 10% off your order from Moonlight Industries. Yes, we're doing some shilling, but they're an awesome company. So we've got the rig, we're set up, we're ready to go. Let's see what this Fleshlight can do. All right, so right here we have the PSR 15, and it's the pistol version. If you're not already familiar, this is my merch item that is sold through Bad Attitude Department. We just got these lowers, which are just beautiful. Got my logo on them. They are clear anodized, 7075, T6, and 6061 for the handguard. So it's got this nice gray sheen. Clear anodized just looks so sick. So if you ever want some merch, including these mags as well, got hats, got shirts. If you want to support me and support Bad Attitude Department and get some cool merch, please definitely check out Bad Attitude Department PSR merch section. I have taken the mil-spec trigger that comes with the lower and I've actually replaced it with the TacCon 3MR. Provided to me by Relentless Triggers. They label it as like sort of like a FRT, but it's not. It's just semi-auto. There's no forcing of the reset happening. So boo-hoo, but we're gonna see how it shoots. So if you're not aware, a few years ago, a gentleman wrote a letter to the ATF asking whether or not a Fleshlight could be used in conjunction with one's body, if that would be legal to fire theoretically from one's body. I think Brandon Herrera did a video on it, and the attorney wrote this letter and everything, and the ATF, they responded, but they said that they weren't going to comment. I think this is fair game. So this is the Fleshlight Turbo. And as you can see here, we've got some relatively jiggly situation happening right here. What we're gonna do for this test is we're gonna keep this hard end here on this one, and then we're gonna open up this cap. And this is the other side. I'm not sure why there's two ends. I guess maybe for drainage. flow of some kind, and we're going to go like this. Take this ATF. Got to fit it in there. I have to maybe stretch it or something. Or maybe it needs some lube. All right, so yeah, we're going to put the Slip 2000 all up in there. Give it a good squirt. And then we're going to put some Slip 2000 on our buffer tube too. Oh yeah. Oh man, this is... Oh yes. Now we're fully inside there, as you can see. Penetrating deep into the core of the Fleshlight here. All right, now I'd say that's a bit of a more, well, slightly more secure situation. Let's see how well it works here. All right, here we go. With the Tac-On 3MR and the Fleshlight on the PSR 15. Uh-oh, it's working. All right, the Tac-On 3MR has 3 modes. There's actually a 3rd position mode, which is always fun. Let's see how that does. Nice. And our Fleshlight is it's holding up. It's not going anywhere actually. You can just kind of twist it, slap it. It's not going anywhere. And it feels quite nice. And you know, it's not a brace. It's not intended to be put on a gun. Therefore, it can't be a brace or a stock, right? So let's say maybe this Fleshlight Turbo is just a little bit too much for you. You don't quite need the size for your gun. You can take this sucker right off, and we got something else. A little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, more for your backpack type gun. You're gonna just stick this right on like this. That is a compact package, and it just goes right on the end. And it's nice and soft. You can kind of keep that leverage perfect. It's just, so yeah, let's see how this shoots. Look at that. You can even rack it perfect. On there pretty good. Let's test the accuracy here. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, bud. Boom. And this right here, definitely not a stock. It's nice and comfy. You can get that good cheek weld. You know, even if you don't put it up against your shoulder, you can use it pretty handily. That's hot. And it stays right on there. It's not going anywhere. This one even more than the Fleshlight. Now for the test that we've all been waiting for. We're going to see if the Fleshlight can change the sound signature at all of this rifle. So we have a KAK extended flash hider on here. It's mainly for if you're trying to get your barrel in compliance and to be a rifle. In this case, I thought the little extra length on the end would actually help us keep that Fleshlight secure on the end of our rifle. Let's see what it sounds like without the Fleshlight on it. We're gonna just test this right now, just one shot with the lav mic kind of on the ground. All right, so there was our control shot with no Fleshlight. Let's try the Fleshlight on there. All right, before I do this, I want to just make a disclaimer. Don't try this at home, guys. It's not a smart thing to put anything on the end of a muzzle, especially a Fleshlight. So be fair warned. Not a great idea. Oh, shit. Whoops. Well, I should have guessed that was probably going to happen. We had a catastrophic failure of our Fleshlight, unfortunately. That was probably a little reckless. I got bit by a piece of plastic there. I got a little cut on my leg, but I'm okay. Oh wow. Yeah, I figured that was probably gonna happen. Darn. It didn't work as a suppressor. Well, we tried. There's a lot of smoke here. Damn. Our Fleshlight is no longer, large and hard. It is quite soft and limp. I thought that it had enough of an exit hole here that it would be able, the gases and whatnot would be able to exit and it wouldn't cause a detonation like that. But I was wrong. And boy, I was very wrong, because we got a big old boom. And you can see here in this chamber, right up in the front of this thing, we got most of our explosion. It's still hot. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The flash hider was about this deep, and I just think maybe there just wasn't enough of an expansion hole, and that is what happened to it. But boy, that is very flexible, stretchy stuff, huh? So the next thing I think we should do is use our ballistic gel dummy horse cock and see what 5.56 does to a horse-sized cock. All right, I gotta remember height over bore here. I gotta aim a little higher than the cock. Let's see how it goes here. Oh man. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, it looks like I was a little high. I was getting a little too excited about the height over bore there. All right, we're gonna go a little lower. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and there goes the horse cock. Now, let's take a look at that. Holy shit. Wow. So I got it really pretty much dead nuts on into the entrance here, and looks like it kind of ripped through our shaft right here and kind of probably exited out the side. But wow, that cavity is pretty significant with a full 16-inch barrel 5.56 rifle. All right, here we go. Trying to see if we can go through the balls. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Got a pretty much dead hit. That really went through, in and out there. That was very quickly in and out. All right, here we go. We're going through the base of the shaft, through the top here. 3, 2, 1. And there that went. Wow, you can smell that ballistic horsecock. Wow, that really tore through that one. Oh man. Down it went. You get a good reaction sometimes if you hit it at the right angle. All right, here we go. Hitting the Firebird target for our last little shenanigan. 3, 2, 1. I like to call that cock and ball torture. Still there, huh? Wow. Well, even though today didn't quite turn out as we hoped, we still had a lot of fun. We did test to see if a Fleshlight would silence a rifle, and we found out the answer to that question. So I consider that, a step forward for science. And if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you even feel more generous. But if not, that's totally fine too. I want to thank you guys again for watching. And also I want to thank Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video and just providing me the tools that we needed for the test. So thanks guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
Ach, you call that an MP5? Das ist ein Stück Scheiße. You Americans are very funny, huh? Oh, you 3D printed that? No way. I'm a developer at HK. I don't think this is okay. Look at this. The way you massacred my boy. This looks a little chunky, huh? Isn't this already patented or something? I don't know if you're allowed to do this. You're messing with German engineering. Where is the magnets? Hans, I think we have a problem. Ich habe eine MP5, you give a little slap. Ich habe eine MP5, we slap it just like that. Ich habe eine MP5, we have a little fun. Ich habe eine MP5, a 3D printed one.
Listen, I didn't come all this way for you to just be gentle with me, alright? I need you to slap me hard. I need to go into battery, alright? Give it to me. Don't hold back.
Do the HK slap.
Okay, so you probably saw that debris and smoke that came out of the barrel. Well, it's because I attached this dildo to the end of the barrel last night in an effort to make a muzzle brake out of the dildo. This dildo, unfortunately though, if I can get it out of the chest rig, we're unsafe, by the way. Oh, I'm secured with these straps here. Oh shit. All right.